Oh, it's Max Duca. He is stuck. Chris is ahead of the Baby Drew. They're fighting into turn 1. The two McLarens very close to each other. Chris has retained his second position. Let's look at the tires. Ooh, a Desi on pole is on soft tires. Britain is trying to attack or he's trying to defend from Bosco, I think. Jumbo now has a great run coming out of a Rouge, and he is now side by side with Bosco trying for P6. And so has Rickard. Bosco looks to be very slow on the straight. Maybe he has a wet setup. He breaks really early into the Lecom. Maybe has a problem. Because Lucas has fly past him as well. Midfield fight into turn 7. Sam is ahead of Atom. Let's look at the position changes, which is here. So Rifle has passed the Baby Drew on the straight. There's big problems as Max Duca and a Lord has gone around. No, that's Max Duca and Pan Cadillac, sorry about that. As Rifle now does use DRS, finally he overtakes Chris. But Chris is using overtake and almost going side by side with Rifle. I don't think Rifle is on very low wings. Mistake for Atom Vlasov. He is round at pool. That's interesting. Rickard now behind Jumbo, who locks up terribly. Oh, Rickard. That is not F1 driving. That is rally driving coming out of turn 1. Is Jumbo going to get DRS? It's going to be very interesting. Bosco surely will pass Matt, but why is he using overtake here? He's close enough to make the overtake anyway. He waited a lot of overtake coming up the hill there. And, Chris is back past Rifle. These two have completely pulled away from the Baby Drew and Britain. Britain, meanwhile, is right behind the Baby Drew, but he doesn't want to overtake here. Because if he overtakes here, he's not going to get DRS on the more important Camel Straight. Jumbo has now joined back the fight, so he defended Rickard successfully on the last step after having a terrible turn 1. See Britain using the last bit of his overtake, going to the inside of the Baby Drew and makes the move stick into P4. Now, where is Jumbo? Is he going to try to make it as well? It's very, very close between the Red Bull and the McLaren. Rickard now very, very close to Jumbo. He must have used a bit of battery coming out of the Stabilo corner into the Blanchimo. He's again using overtake, trying to force Jumbo to defend inside line. Around the outside goes Rickard. Is he going to make the move stick? He's trying. He will have the inside line for the final corner. Oh my goodness. Did he just pull off a double overtake in the chicane? The Baby Drew was wide. That is a brilliant overtake. A fantastic overtake from Rickard. This is too close for Chris to defend for anything. He's going to be slightly quick on the straight, like I said. So maybe this one is not over just yet. Rifle is down the inside, and he does come out of the corner ahead, but Chris is still side by side with him. Oh, that is fantastic. Chris is still ahead of Rifle. Oh, mistake for Jumbo. Oh my goodness. Is he going to throw the final points away? Where's Matt? Matt has passed him. Jumbo. What a bad mistake on the final lap. He throws, well, he only threw 2 points away, so it's not the end of the world. Rifle using his last bit of battery. You can see Chris is low on battery, but Rifle just doesn't have the straight line speed to try to pass him. But he'll have a chance into the final chicane. Going around the outside, Chris defends inside line. Rifle can break later because he had wings, but he completely locks up. He slides through the corner. They make contact through the final corner. Adesi is going to win. I have no time to push to him because... Side by side across the line, Chris does hold on to P2 for, well, 81 thousandths of a second. Britain, meanwhile, holds on to P4. The Baby Drew P5, Rickard P6, Lucas P7, and Matt Pryor, by using the soft tires, does go into the point-paying positions. Jumbo, in frustration, has completely crashed after the finish line as Adesi, well, we can finally put the camera on his... Why is he lagging back? We can finally put the camera on his car because he dominated the Spa sprint race. Anyway, Adesi is still in the lead, but he has a lot of challenger behind him. Let's go on board with Rickard because it's all happening in front of him. Rifle trying to go down the inside of Chris, but he does back off before the Lecom corner. Britain just a bit wide there. Maybe Rickard has an opportunity because he's around the outside. But Britain will have the inside line for the next hairpin. Rickard trying to hand around the outside. Britain trying to hand down the inside. Who is going to come out ahead? I think Rickard has come out ahead, indeed, into the turn 9, the no-name corner. And Lucas will be right behind him watching them fight and trying to pick up the pieces. As a brilliant start is from Pan Cadillac. He's already passed Jumbo, but going completely off the circuit at Pullman corner, trying to pass the Matt Pryor on the hard tires. So Pan Cadillac has already improved by 4 positions because he is on the soft compound tire. Not really a great start from the Alpine driver as they go side by side between Cadillac and the Jumbo Rifler. Meanwhile, somebody has set a yellow flag. It's a Lord once again round all of his great work. Oh, Rickard is round. That's a more important one. So Lord's brilliant recovery from the sprint race has come on down on the first lap already, and Rickard also. He moved up into P4, and now by spinning, he's going back down to P16. Meanwhile, Jumbo is very close to the back of Matt Pryor because the hard tires is still slower than the medium tires. So Jumbo is trying to make the move on the back straight here. I think Matt Pryor does let him go because I guess game lags like absolutely no tomorrow. Lucas down the inside of Chris. Chris completely opens the door up and lets the Mercedes driver go. Because once again, the hard tires are not as good as the mediums right now. And is he going to make a move? Oh, a little bit of a touch almost between Matt and Jumbo. Jumbo now on the back of the baby draw, another hard tire runner, so Jumbo will probably make the overtake on the Camel Straight if he has enough straight line speed, which by the look of things he does. He even has to lift through Eau Rouge because he was too close to the back of the baby Drew. It should be an easy move, and oh my goodness, Matt Pryor is joining the fight. He's trying to go around the outside of baby Drew. Is there any room to make the move? They're trying. Matt does back off in the end. How about Max Duca? Max Duca is now right behind Matt. Oh, wait, what? He's past him here. Who is going to get DRS? I think Pancana is going to get DRS. And he's repassing him. So the Eau Rouge are going to go side by side between the Williams and the Red Bull. That actually didn't end in tears. But Jumbo now doesn't have overtake or doesn't have DRS at all. He's going to be in big trouble. We are going 4 wide. Oh my word. How have they not made any contact? They did. They didn't on the straight. They did into the corners. Both Cadillac and Jumbo are round. Well, Jumbo is out. And Cadillac just rejoined. I think Jumbo retired on track because he couldn't believe his luck. And, oh, that's because Lucas is in the pits. So, coming off the medium tires, he's going to go on to a set of hard tires. Onto the hard tires he's going for the undercut on Rifler and Adesi ahead of him. Meanwhile, Rifler is only 4/10 behind Adesi. Is he going to be able to make the move here? He is closing very fast, but he doesn't want to overtake. Clearly, he does not want to overtake Adesi, probably because he thinks they actually have similar pace. It's just one is super fast in the corners, and the other is super fast on the straights. Meanwhile, only his soft tires is still chasing down the medium runners. This is a great pace from Rickard. It's just a shame that he spun on the final corner on the first lap as Lucas on his fresher hard tires has surpassed. What the? Oh, it's a safety car. Brisbane pitted. It's a safety car. They're going to pit. I don't think anybody is going to lose time here because the safety car is not going to pick up the leader. I think he's crashed there on the outside of the Stavro corner. So Lucas is your big loser. And he has a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Wow. The podium contender has just done that. What's the... where is Danny? Whoa. What is this? Huh? Why is he doing donuts? I think his wheel has disconnected. He said crash. Okay. So no bug at least on this track. We're just watching Danny here doing donuts in the middle of the race. There's no way the AI is doing this, right? This has been the weirdest stream I've ever done in my life. He's now driving straight into the wall. Well, everybody else is going to pit, so we are not going to look for them. The mediums can go to the end of the race, right? Oh, he's been disqualified. Well, oh, Lucas has been DNF'd. Oh, Lucas retired in the pits, I think, because he knows with the drive-through penalty. Wait, no, he didn't. He retired on track. His car was pulling off onto the side of the circuit there. So he doesn't want to go onto the hards. Oh, I think Brazil is just ahead. Oh, is he going? He's not going yet. He's going now. on the overtake right when Rifler was warming up his tires. So this has been a brilliant restart from Adesi because Rifler was going left and right trying to warm up his tires when Adesi went. A brilliant timing, whether intentional or not. Adesi has a 1 second advantage on the restart. Let's go on board with Max Stuka because he is on the soft tires, so he will be the one to make progress. Maybe Chris is because he's on the medium tires, which is softer than the hards. Meanwhile, Castle has already passed Atom coming into turn 1. Rickard is going to be making a move really soon as well because surely he's faster than Castle and Atom, judging by the qualifying pace and the sprint pace. It's very fast through the Rouge section. Meanwhile, Chris is not really close to Rifler because Rifler also burned a lot of overtake trying to defend from Chris. Nobody making the moves apart from Rickard and Atom. Both of them, a little bit of contact from Rickard because Atom probably braked too early compared to Rickard. But they both stay out of trouble. While Max Stuka is really close to the back of Brizzen. This surely is a change for fourth place. Brizzen lets Max Stuka go because there's no way he's going to fight the soft tire runner of Max Stuka on his hard tires. Almost making contact there. Coming out of the Lecom corner. They're going 3 of rest. Oh my word, what a send from Frankie. It was dangerous, but it was clean to be fair. I don't think he made contact with any other driver. Once again, in the bus stop chicane and turn 1 in those slow corners, when you don't have the downforce, you're going to lose time. But on the straight, look at how fast he's closing. 3 tenths, 2 tenths, 2.5 tenths, 1 tenth. He's side by side with Adesi going down the inside of the home corner, braking a little bit too late, but still making the second part of the apex cleanly. And Rickard has passed both Matt Pryor and Atom. This is great progress from Rickard so far. The league owner is showing off his pace here as Chris dives down the inside of turn 8 and he also passes Adesi. That safety car really cost Adesi a lot here. It's like McLaren in real life in Spa. They are very quick, but they don't have any straight line speed. Chris, meanwhile, on the medium tires, takes the lead over Rifler. Now, can he pull away, or is the hard tires going to be faster very soon? Rickard, meanwhile, has passed Brizzen before even coming onto the straight. Matt Pryor is ahead. There's a safety car. Why is the safety car? These drivers, oh my goodness, everybody is pitting. Oh, Chris almost went into the wall there. Surely then everybody is going to pit. If all the leaders pit, Matt Pryor doesn't pit. But he's the only one. Yeah, this is not going to work out. There needs to be at least 3, maybe 4 drivers that don't pit for this strategy to work out. Matt Pryor is going. Chris has caught up this time. Rifler, once again, is lagging here. Adesi is right behind him, but he doesn't have the straight line speed to make any moves here. So Chris right on the back of Matt Pryor, sending it down the inside. Is this the winning overtake? He's gone past Matt Pryor really fast. And now Matt Pryor is a huge problem for everyone behind him. Lewis also running wide on La Source. He's going to rejoin. He's going to be side by side with Brizzen, with Atom. He's already almost out of the points. Chris, meanwhile, using a lot of his overtake because Matt Pryor, of course, is using all of his overtake. Because of the symmetry effect, maybe Matt Pryor has a chance to go back around the outside of Chris into the calm corner. Chris with better grip, brakes later, takes the lead of the race. Now, Rifler needs to pass Matt Pryor ASAP. If he gets held up in the second sector, this is not going to work out at all. He's going to try to go around the outside in turn 8. This move has never paid off in the game. I've never seen that because look at it, it's really pushing Matt Pryor through the corners. But he's not fast enough on the straight. Matt Pryor is doing his best defending job for Chris. If Chris wins this, I think he needs to buy Matt Pryor a beer because look at how much Chris has pulled away already. Over a second the gap is. And trying to go around the outside is Rifler. He does do that around the outside of Matt Pryor. Look at that, he's so fast in the corners. So he can make the move very easily on Matt Pryor. But now Rifler getting out of shape, getting the penalty because he went wide through turn 14 and 15. And that means Adesi is at least going to finish P2. Meanwhile, Max Stuka has now gone past Matt Pryor as well. The good news for Matt Pryor is the Baby Drew is a little bit way back because they must have had a fight here. Oh, somebody is around. Lewis is around with Bosco. So... Oh, and Bosco is without the front wing, so contact made, both of them are without the front wing. Contact made on the back straight. Something happened between Lewis and Bosco retired on the track. It doesn't really matter because even if you retire on track right now, there's no time for another safety car. Rifler is in the back of Chris, really close. But look at how little battery he has. and he also has a penalty to serve if he can't get that removed. He's going to try to get the lead here because he wants the lead, he wants to pull away, he wants to pull a gap as far as possible. But Chris is defending inside line because he knows Rifler could get his penalty removed maybe. So he's not going to let this go very easily. Daddy meanwhile is struggling back down here. He has once again closed a lot in the corners, but he lost about 4/10 on the straight alone. But he will probably pull away from Max Duca. I think he's got enough pace to pull away by over a second on Max Duca. Matt Pryor meanwhile is on the huge platform for Baby Drew. I think he can hold on. I think he can hold on for a point here because Slayer is very far behind this pack. Down the inside into Poon corner. This is not going to go well. Oh, Rickard pushes the Baby Drew and they both go through. Rickard now down the inside of the Baby Drew, having a look at the McLaren driver, but he couldn't make the move. So Matt Pryor now has to let his teammate go because Brizza is getting held up. Meanwhile, what the hell? How has Daisy passed Rifler? He was 1.4 seconds behind on the straight, and Rifler has made another mistake in turn 14. And look at the Daisy, look at how much battery he has. Look at this, look at how fast he is lifting off. He knows Chris also wants to let him go before the camel straight, but the problem is Daisy has very bad straight line speed. Even with the overtake advantage, which is only 25%, is he going to be able to make the move? Atom and Britta meanwhile have both passed Matt Pryor, who is only 1.9 seconds ahead of Slayer, so maybe Matt will not get a point after all. But this is a lead battle that we must watch on the final lap. Lap 22 of 22. Daddy using overtake. Chris using overtake. Daddy will get the slipstream. Daddy will get the DRS. Even with a higher wing setup, even with slower straight line speed, Daddy moves down the inside of Chris into turn 5. Daddy takes the lead. The pole winner, the sprint race winner, is looking at the Grand Prix win for the first time this season. And Chris is, he is only 4/10 behind Daisy, but Daisy is very fast in the corners. I don't think there's any way back unless Daisy makes a mistake in the middle sector, because Chris won't be close enough coming into the back straight to try to attack on Daisy. Meanwhile, the Baby Drew is out of overtake, so Rickard will have a great opportunity on the back straight to try to pass the Baby Drew in the McLaren. Rifler is really struggling in Poon corner. He's spun. Rifler is essentially spun, and he has a penalty. But the Baby Drew is 4 seconds back, 3 seconds back. Rifler has shown a lot of really bad drive in the final few laps. He is so struggling so much. Maybe his tires are old. Maybe he's not got a fresh. I mean, he surely has a fresh set of softs because nobody used any in the qualifying because qualifying is for wet. Daisy, meanwhile, he's 1.3 seconds ahead. Surely he's going to make the move. Slayer has gone around. That's unfortunate for the Haas driver. He's lost the final point paying position. And I don't think Frankie is going to be close enough to Matt Pryor, but is Rickard close enough to have an attack on the Baby Drew? He is. They're trying. Rickard has more overtake, but he's used all of it. Trying to go around the outside of the Baby Drew rather, and he's made the move stick. Brilliant move from Rickard to go into P6. They're going to go side by side across the line. Rickard does take P5. Meanwhile, Daisy takes the fastest lap, takes the victory. A complete sweep from the Williams driver. The pole by one second, over a second. The sprint race victory by over almost 3 seconds. And the Grand Prix win by 1.5 seconds. What an absolutely astounding drive from the Williams driver Daisy as he completely dominates in Spa-Francorchamps.